Hello, I'm Cara Sevens and welcome to Print 7 News, bringing you the latest stories from the last week in the print industry. This week, Xerox launches £500 million software company, Ricoh appoints Josero as major UK reseller, world's largest letterpress brings creatives together, and McDonald's repurposes expired packaging. First, print and digital documents provider Xerox has announced it will consolidate 4 of its software services into the new Care AR Holdings brand, which the company values at £506 million. Combining the services will allow consumers to access visual tools and data in order to deliver high-quality service experiences, as well as lowering costs and greenhouse gas emissions. Next, Ricoh has announced the appointment of printer supplier Josero as a UK reseller for its full range of direct-to-garment printers and latest wide-format latex printers. Ricoh says these machines have specifically been developed to meet the needs of promotional printing on items such as t-shirts, cloth bags and hoodies. Now, in 2018, a letterpress machine was built which went on to win a Guinness World Record for being the largest of its kind in the world. The people-powered press recently moved from Leeds to the Bradford district of Saltaire. We spoke to Anthony Dunn, studio manager of design studio Split, about the move and the collaborative work the studio is planning for the future.
Well, Split is a very small design studio. We've been based in Leeds since the company was created back in 2012, and it was created by Ollie Bentley, and it grew out of his freelance career as a designer, and he's had a sort of rotating cast of other staff members over the intervening years. It's sometimes been as big as 4 people, sometimes it's just been Ollie. At the moment it's me and Ollie and a part-time junior designer. Well, we're starting off with a programme of commercial, in inverted commas, workshops. So the space around us is available to do workshops of all different artistic disciplines in. So we've got a programme that includes calligraphy, book binding, dry point printmaking, letterpress printing, creative writing and sign writing, all kinds of things. So members of the public are invited to come and join in those, pay for a ticket, and that money will go to support the community work of the people-powered press. But we are going to work with a local primary school. We've identified them. Bradford Libraries are very excited about working with us. There's an arts organisation in Bradford called Carla Sangham, which is going to work with us. And there's a whole list of partners that we've identified to work with over the next 6-8 months, a year. But those organisations are going to help us find the people who are going to have their voices amplified through working with and on the people-powered press. The studio we lived in Leeds, while we loved it and it was extremely beautiful, and the organisation that was our landlord was extremely wonderful, we just, with that in the room, sort of ran out of space. And it got increasingly difficult to move around. So we just needed somewhere bigger. So we found this extraordinary building in Saltaire, which was built about 3 years ago, but never finished. So it existed as a shell of bricks and roof. It didn't even have a floor. When we came to have a look around in the first place, there was earth and gravel and flowers and weeds on the floor of this studio that you see here, and it was very beautiful, but it had been abandoned for the best part of 3 years. Split has its office, and it also has a big co-working space, very beautiful co-working space, where we can accommodate about 12, 14 co-workers at any one time. So we have a rotating crew of part-timers who come in for 2 days a week each, and a couple of full-timers who come in 5 days a week. So that's really nice. And the reason we wanted to do that was to create a community of people who aren't necessarily all working in the same disciplines, and these people are not by any means, but who sort of form a community of a sort which is full of lovely and interesting people. And so far, that's what we've got. it was a joy for us to work with Anthony Burrell and Thomas Mayo on devising a modular print system and then designing an entire alphabet of letters and then printing them. And we love working in collaboration because other people bring ideas that we couldn't possibly dream of. So what I'm really hoping for the future is that we have a sort of constant stream of people knocking on the door going, I've got this idea, what do you think? Can we do something? I'd like to think that both Split and the People-Powered Press actually respond really well to that sort of thing. It just gets us really fired up when other people have an enthusiasm for a thing that they can't quite manage for whatever reason on their own, but something about us can help them to realise it. And if that something is the largest letterpress printing press in the world, then please come and knock on the door and tell us what you've got.
And finally, fast food chain McDonald's is going ahead with outdated packaging to reduce waste after over 200 million Monopoly game pieces had already been printed. Customers have been left confused by the promotion, which features vouchers with expiry dates dating back to May 2021. In a statement, McDonald's said the reason for the delay was COVID-19 restrictions and closures. That's all for this week's Print 7 News, but for now you can stay up to date with all of the news in the industry at printmonthly.co.uk, view much more video content over on our Print 7 News YouTube channel, or join in with the conversation on Twitter and LinkedIn. We'll see you next week.